So, entrepreneurship is exciting and gives you freedom and recognition, but it's also hard, makes you anxious and want to give up. This ambivalence is weirdly enticing. Now, I'm not romanticizing it. The brighter side of being self-employed has a heavy tint of survivorship bias. Entrepreneurship has its fair share of perks, but let's get real and flip the coin for a moment. Things could actually get gloomy. So a particular downside of entrepreneurship aspiring entrepreneurs often overlook is how lonely it can sometimes feel. Doing business has evolved, particularly with technology and the internet, making it easier than before for people to start a business employing just themselves.
Out of the 5.5 million businesses in the UK, 76% of them were started by people who employ no one but themselves.
Running the operations of a business single-handedly can sometimes make it difficult to nurture and maintain relationships. Entrepreneurs need money to get up and running. To make up for the lack of funds, they may have to don many hats and do the work themselves. Creating the website, the application, managing social media channels, doing email marketing, making sales, handling finances and customer care. The needs for running a business would seem endless. Being a jack of all trades often breeds imposter syndrome. And this, coupled with constant hustling with little for the haul in the immediate future, makes entrepreneurs feel uncertain, insecure and anxious. The internal struggle is often the real deal. An entrepreneur goes through all this for the long haul. It takes many years to build a stable business. Entrepreneurs probably won't earn much in the first few months to a few years. The stress that comes with overworking, little reward, overthinking, worrying, and self-doubt actually takes a toll on mental health.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Strangely, despite the odds stacked against a business and its owner, despite the vexation, wanting to commit to entrepreneurship is hauntingly alluring. Why? I caught myself asking this question. The hope of earning big bucks apart. Here is my speculation. Positive psychology has usually defined or explained a good life from the perspective of two dimensions, happiness and meaning. Oishi and Westgate argue that a life well lived could have a possible third dimension, psychological richness, a dimension that is distinct from happiness and meaning. So everyone wants a good life, right? And maybe entrepreneurs, despite the pitfalls in their journey, taste all three dimensions of the good life. Entrepreneurs paradoxically find happiness in entrepreneurship despite the agony they undergo. Interestingly, it is speculated that an entrepreneur's self-satisfaction and seeming happiness may be a way of reducing cognitive dissonance to justify the enormous amount of time and resources spent on entrepreneurial ventures. But I think the most alluring nature of entrepreneurship is the meaning one derives from their work. Most entrepreneurs may look at work as a calling rather than just a job. Autonomy at work helps entrepreneurs express their identity and gives them flexibility of deciding how and when to work. Moreover, the work entrepreneurs do is determined by the skills they possess. Entrepreneurs may find eudaimonic well-being in the resilience they possess and success in ventures that require much effort. But here's the catch. Though meaning and happiness could have a positive correlation, that is, happiness may give meaning and meaning may in turn give happiness, meaningful work could actually increase one's stress, worries and anxieties, which could decrease one's happiness. Interesting, isn't it? For one seeking psychological richness, wanting pleasant experiences is not the goal. Rather, it is the want of mental engagement and arousal. Experiences or situations offering psychological richness are those that in a subjective sense have an element of surprise, novelty, complexity, and most importantly, those that are perspective changing. Oishi and Westgate also predict that personal characteristics like having curiosity and an openness to experience contribute to psychological richness. Certain people want a psychologically rich life simply because it makes life all the more interesting, opposite the poor and mundanity of a routine. To me, entrepreneurship feels psychologically rich.